Right, good day everyone. This is grade 12 life science paper 1, human reproduction. Therefore now 1.5, the diagram below shows the events that may take place inside a human female body. Therefore now 1.5.1, identify the structure A. The structure B. The structure B is what we call a zygote, right? A zygote. It is what we call a zygote. And then our structure B, this is our B, right? And then our B, it is what we call a morula, right? A morula. Therefore, now C, the structure E, this is the structure E, it is what we call a blastula, right? Blastula. Blastula, or other call it blastocyte. Blastocyte. Therefore now 1.5.2, saying name the and then now A, process taking place at A. The process that is taking place at A, it is what we call fertilization. Fertilization. Sorry about fertilization. It is what we call the fertilization. The process taking place at A, it is what we call a fertilization. A fertilization. Therefore now A, this is for A, 1.5.2A, and then B, the inner wall of the uterus where the structure E implants, it is what we call endometrium, right? Endometrium. It is what we call endometrium. The inner wall of the uterus where the structure E, this is our structure E, right, implants, it is what we call endometrium. Therefore now 1.5.3 states the type of cell division that take place at C. So then now that type of a cell division, it is what we call mitosis. Remember, cell division, we have meiosis and also mitosis. But now what happens at the type of cell division that take place at C, it is what we call mitosis. Therefore now 1.5.4, how many chromosomes are normally found in H? How many chromosomes are normally found in H? Therefore now in H, we normally found 23 chromosomes. 23 chromosomes. Therefore now 1.5.5, saying identify the extra embryonic membrane G. The extra embryonic membrane G, right? The extra embryonic membrane at G, it is what we call a chorion, right? Or other pronounce it as a chorion, right? A chorion. Right. Therefore now let's proceed. Therefore now we also have this question 2.2, the structure below the diagram, sorry, not the structure, the diagram below shows the structure of a normal and abnormal sperm. Therefore now the diagrams are drawn to scale. Okay, and therefore now here we have sperm 1 and also here we have sperm 2. Therefore now they say 2.2.1, identify part A. The part A, you must know that part A, it is what we call acrosome. It was what we call acrosome, right? And then now 2.2.2, describe the role of structure B during fertilization. Structure B during fertilization. This is our structure B. Structure B during fertilization. Therefore now it fuses with the nucleus of the ovum, or we can also say that it carries genetic material, right? It carries genetic materials. So then now that's the role of structure B. It carries genetic materials, or you can also say that it fuses with the nucleus of the ovum, right? It fuses with the nucleus of the ovum. Therefore now 2.2.3 Point 3. Explain the role of the organelle found in large numbers in part C. Right? The role of organelle found in large numbers at part C. What is the role? Therefore now it produces energy. Right? We can say it produce energy. Right? Produce energy, and then which is needed for the movement. Right? Which is needed for the movement of sperm, right? For the movement of sperm, right? So then now that's the role of the organelle that are found in large numbers there at part C. Therefore now 2.2.4, explain 2 reasons why sperm 1 is structurally better suited for fertilization than 2, right? Than sperm 2. Therefore now you must know that 2.2.4, we can say that sperm 1 is structurally better suited for the fertilization than sperm 2 because of sperm 1 there is what we call a presence of chromosome, right? We have a presence of what? Of acrosome, right? Acrosome. And then now on sperm 1 again we also have a longer tail, right? A longer tail. So then now a longer tail facilitates the movement, right? So then now, yeah, this, or they say 2 reasons. Yeah, this we can say it is the presence of acrosome, and then now we can also say that it enables the sperm to penetrate the ovum, right? That's the function of the acrosome. It enables the sperm to penetrate the ovum. Therefore now a longer tail, it ensures movement, right? It ensures movement. Therefore now for you to get this full 4 marks, you have to say that it has a longer tail. Sperm 1 has a longer tail that helps it to facilitate the movement. And then now the presence of acrosome, and then now the function of acrosome, it is to enable the sperm to penetrate the ovum. Very good. Now let's proceed to the next question. Now the diagram below shows the parts of the male reproductive system. 1.4.1, identify part C, or this is our part C. Therefore now you must know and understand that part C, it is what we call a vas deferens, right? A vas deferens. 1.4.1a, a vas deferens. A vas deferens, or other call it a sperm duct. Therefore now B, F, right? Identify part F. This is our F. Identify part F. So then now we know that part F, it is what we call a scrotum. It is a bag, right? A scrotum. It is part F. Therefore now C, identify part H, right? Part H, with our H, this is our H. Therefore now part H, it is what we call a penis. A penis, very good. Vas deferens, scrotum, and a penis. Therefore now 1.4.2, and therefore now they said give the letter and the name of the part that stores sperm temporally. That's for A. Therefore now it is D, right? It is D. It is called epididymis. Epididymis. That's for A. 1.4.2a. It is D. It stores sperm temporally. Therefore now B, we have transport both semen and urine. It is G, right? It is G. Where is G? This is our G. G, it is what we call urethra, right? Urethra. We have ureta and urethra, right? This is the G. It is what we call urethra. Therefore now C, produce testosterone. Therefore now that's E, right? Testis. That's E. Testis. Therefore now 1.4.3, give the letters of the two parts that contribute to the formation of semen. Therefore now that contributes to the formation of semen, we have A, right? We have A. This is our A. We have A. It contributes to the to the formation of the semen. And then now we also have B, right? It also contributes to the formation of the of the semen. Therefore now lastly we can say we also have E, right? We also have E. It also contributes to the formation of the of the semen. Oh, very good. Therefore now let's continue to our. Therefore now this is our last question. 1.4. The diagram below illustrates part of the menstrual cycle in the female body. Therefore now 1.4.1. Name this cycle of the human menstrual cycle. Therefore now it is what we call ovarian cycle. 1.4.1. Ovarian cycle. Ovarian cycle, right? Ovarian cycle. Therefore now 1.4.2a, identify the structure A. This is our structure A. Identify structure A. It is what we call a Graafian follicle. A Graafian follicle, right? A Graafian follicle. Therefore now B, structure D. Where is our structure D? This is our structure D. Therefore now structure D, it is what we call a corpus luteinum, right? Corpus luteinum. Corpus luteinum, right? And then now C, the hormone responsible for the formation of D, it is what we call LH, right? LH. Therefore now 1.4.3. How many chromosomes are normally found in E? This E. How many chromosomes are normally found in E? So in E we normally found 23 chromosomes. Right, therefore now 1.4.4. State the type of cell division that take place to form C. Right, that take place to form C. So then now the type of cell division, it is what we call mitosis. Very good. Therefore now 1.4.5, name the process of releasing cell E. Where is cell E? Cell E. Oh, this is our cell E. Therefore now the process of releasing cell E, it is what we call ovulation. Right. So then now if you want a full session with fully explained answers of these topics, therefore now don't hesitate to call or WhatsApp the number on the description below. Thank you for watching.